Wait, how do you drop? Is it just going by itself?
No, you press A. You press the whole A. Yeah.
What the fuck? All right, cool. It's the Devontée. Right now I'm with PTW. I just came in first place with this Mario Kart. Got asked a couple questions, so hope you get to learn a little bit more about me and see me win. Yeah. Well, I grew up kind of all over Toronto. Grew up like Warden and Danforth, that area between Coxwell, kind of, it's called Aldridge. I lived in Cataraqui a little bit. I lived by like Dawes Road. I moved out to Whitby. And then, yeah, I would always go back to Toronto, you know, because that's where all my family and friends are, so by Blake Street. So I would say a little bit of like all over those places, you know, just because, yeah. Kind of. I was #1 left tackle in Canada, and like we went undefeated and won the Metro Bowl, like the Ontario Championships with my school, Donald Wilson, and then like I had scholarships to go where I wanted, but I turned it down for music, so I took a year off and like just made a little bit of money, and then, like or half a year I took off and made a little bit of money, and then I went to Metalworks, the music school, and did like audio production engineering program. I got a concussion one time in football, and I said fuck that, because my bad, I don't know if I can swear, but yeah, like when I got a concussion in football, like the first thing I started doing was like asking myself to try to remember like my rap songs, you know? So like I started trying to just figure out the lyrics to one of my songs, and then like that made me realize like if this football thing doesn't work out, obviously I love rap. Like, you know, I'm at a football camp, I was in Virginia, and I'm like thinking about my rap music as I'm kind of hurt, you know? So I'm like, all right, this clearly is not what I want to do. I'm in first place just chilling, like there's no competition. What's going on here? I used to get my beats off of soundclick.com, and then there's a couple of like Toronto artists, you know Rich Kid? One time I got a beat from him and I didn't know like how it worked, you know, so I just rapped on it and put it out. Then he made me pay for it, so then after, I didn't like paying for beats. So I just wanted to decide to make my own beats, you know, and then I realized it was just so much easier to find the sound that I wanted to create and, you know, come up with if I made my own beats. So pretty much like the same time, a little less, but around the same time I've been rapping for, I've been producing for as well. Emails, social media, going to actually meet the person. I was a big person. I would just go out when I was young. You know, I'm pretty big, so like I would always just go out to different parties and clubs and you know, meet these artists and things like that, and then let them know I had some beats or something, you know, and just, I feel like, I don't know, yeah, I would just go and meet them or email them. And I haven't really produced for too many like people though. I'm kind of selfish with my beats. When I make fire beats, I don't really want no one to rap on it, unless it's like one of my bros or like I'm in the studio with you. But I'm working on that. That's like something I'm working on, because I have like hundreds of beats that like no one's even heard, you know, just because I was a little selfish. I like very textured sounds, you know. As far as the melodic parts, I like something that just sounds that you haven't heard before, that's like very futuristic as far as just like to your ear, like when you hear it, something that like, you couldn't put your finger on if you've heard it before. And then for drums, I like heavy, hard, lots of bass, lots of punches and slaps to your face. I like the St. Louis Rams. Like growing up, I loved the St. Louis Rams with Marshall Faulk. That was my guy. His jersey, like when I first started playing football, I would wear his jersey like over my shoulder pads at practice. And I guess maybe that's why I always wanted to be a running back, and maybe that's why I didn't pursue football, because I was too big to be a running back. So like, I was just upset. The blue and gold Rams jersey, 28, yeah, that jersey's fire. I might have to buy a new one. Yeah, I mean, Vince Carter is a legend. He definitely has so much to do with just the Toronto culture being bougie. Growing up, Vince Carter, seeing Junkyard Dog, Jalen Rose, all those guys, you know, they came to our community center and stuff. So like, it was kind of close to home. So I didn't know any basketball players at the time. Now it seems like I know a couple. It sucks for him, I guess. I mean, shout out to DeMar, he's dope. Kawhi, I think is gonna be a good piece for our team. But I didn't like how, you know, how they did it to him. That's not cool, but I don't know. I feel like we need someone that's gonna step up major in the playoffs. Cause we get good in the playoffs. I just wanna see the Warriors versus the Raptors in the playoffs. I get some tickets to that game and be sick. the first pair of sneakers I could remember that like I actually liked was like Method Man had these shoes called Johnny Blazes, and they're like all like they're all red with like flames on them all over. Like, you know, those were, I might have to look for those online actually. I forgot about those, but yeah, the Johnny Blaze Method Mans felt like a moment for sure. It was amazing. It was weird. Like, I wanted to put the song out, and I was kind of second guessing it. I sent it to Steph Curry, and then he texted. I was like at the studio, and then I was talking to my friends like, yo, maybe I shouldn't put it out. And after he tweeted actually, like at that same moment, I said maybe we shouldn't put it out. He tweeted all my votes got ratings, and I'm like, all right, well I guess I got to put it out now. So then I dropped it that same day, and then like the next week, or the next couple of days, it was All-Star Weekend in New York. I went out there, and then like saw Drake and stuff. So I don't know, it was crazy just to see like the reaction that the city was doing, you know, with it. For me, that was my biggest song at the time, like where people like, you know, were talking about it, quoting it, and I don't know, it was really cool. I definitely am not the first person to influence Toronto culture in my language, in my lingo, in my rap music, but I feel like maybe for a new generation or people that haven't heard or wanted to say whoa or tings and things like that, maybe I definitely had some influence on a lot of people, because I hear a lot of people that sound like that. And, you know, I'm not mad at it, because I had to go through the process of being able to give you guys quality. I had an engineer who did District Vibe, and me and him just, you know, really talk no more. But I can't just put out things that are just like mediocre, you know? So I needed to find someone that could help me take my music and mix it and take it to the next level where, you know, it could hold up to par to like the Barrington's District Vibes, and, or, you know, past that and be better than that. So I finally found it, but I think the wait was worth it, you know. Maybe on the grand scheme of things, it wasn't, because the momentum died down a little bit, but I think it allowed me to be in a position where I'm at now, where I have so much music, like, you know, like so many songs that I'm ready to keep going. Like Headgon's done, but I already have my other album that, you know, I'm just about to get it mixed and just keep going. Like now I'm in a position where I feel great, and I won't let that happen again, you know. I'm sorry for who I disappointed. Yeah, I just came first in all 3 races. Sick. Yeah, Headgon is just madness, you know. It's like, Headgon is like a slang we say in Toronto. It's influenced by Jamaican culture, but it means just craziness, you know. And so I feel like during this 3 years, I went through so many different emotions. At least this project is meant to be the emotions that are more my you know, crazy emotions that I've been feeling, whether it be anger, you know, obviously joy, fun, but all these things are just getting through it that I feel like the world is going through right now. I don't know if you guys notice it, but the world is in a weird state right now. It's like people are depressed, angry, scared, they have anxiety, just like, because there's so much things going on. Of course there's joy and stuff, but deep down I feel like that's what people are feeling. So I feel like this is, for me, is like a way through those emotions and overcoming those emotions. And it's just all bangers, you know. For me, the beats I made, what I'm talking about, it's just so hard. Like, I feel like there's just not a better title than Head Gone. Like, when you hear it, like, it's crazy. I don't know, I feel like they're effortless in a sense. Like, I don't write, to be honest with you. I record all of it and just keep punching in and just keep recording different takes and freestyles and then piece it together. So, like, I would say they're effortless melodies, and I definitely had to learn it, and I feel like I learned it from all the music that I listened to growing up, you know, all the different influences, the house music, the reggae, the hip hop, the rap, the Eagles, things like that, you know, rock music, country music, all different stuff I listen to. So it's me just piecing that together, my memory with like some creativity, and then there you go. Probably Get Rich or Die Trying. First album I ever got was DMX. I forget what it's called. The one where he's covered in blood. I'm sorry, I gotta figure out what it's called, but the first album I ever bought was probably was Get Rich or Die Trying. That was amazing. That movie too. I met 50 Cent around that time too, so like, he was shooting a commercial in Toronto. It was sick. He was shooting like a G-Unit Reebok commercial, like for his shoes. I made that song, and then like, I was at another studio with my boy, and like, I just thought like, maybe I should put Cardinal on it. Cause at this time, me and him were just kind of like, our relationship we were just getting closer. So I thought it'd be a perfect fit because the beat sounds like so Toronto, like old school Toronto, you know? So who better to have on it than the legend himself? Like, you know, I feel like he did justice to it so well. I feel like he killed that verse. And I feel like a lot of people, when they hear it, they're not expecting him to go like that. And I'm so happy he did, you know, because it's like, it reminds me of some old, like, old time killing mixed with, like, you know, Maxine, those kind of things, you know. So Bob Marley, legend. But that's second. First is my album. Yeah. All I listen to is Devontée, really. And then, oh no. But Mom, if I'm not listening to Devontée, I'm listening to like some Bob Marley's probably my most played. Yeah, it's the most played album in my home. We live in igloos. Strong with them. Yeah, that's probably the biggest one. Like, it's cold out here like all the time. Like, I think Toronto's like more southern than like, I think 7 states. I think there's 7 states more northern than Toronto. So it's like, I feel like New York is colder than Toronto too in the wintertime because they got the ocean. So all those people I have like, you know, personal relationships with. So it's not like anything where I'm just like, yo, that would be a good fit, something like, more so just like, if I know them actually, you know, and then we have an actual relationship, I'll you know, reach out to them and then feeling if they fit on the song. There's this place by Parliament Court called Saint Simeon. Rose makes some really good food, but Real Jerk is good. It's right by where I grew up. So those are probably the 2. I like Spencer's Bakery too on Eglinton West. People don't like that one, but that one's fire to me. Just mad. I love food, so there's a lot, but those are probably my top 3. Probably Drake or Kanye. I feel like I would make them come on some sick vibes. Some music that they haven't thought about. Like, people wouldn't expect it, you know? Still be hard though. Be in their realm, but probably some crazy. Yeah, I listen to Dax. You guys had him here. I like him. I guess his artist is a little Dark Lord, but I like him. I like Kelly. I like Jazz Cartier. I like Pressa. I like Tyson Naj. I like Sean Leon. Yeah, it's a lot. I want 100 million views and streams on all my songs and videos. I want to go on an international world tour, whether it be my own, me being the headliner, or go on like being, you know, direct support to like a major headliner, you know, like someone big time. Through my bro Mike Kabongo, he's actually an artist. He's putting out. We have like a label called Woe Records, and he's under there. His name's Lakusa Woe, and he just put out an album called Histoire de Moi. It's really dope. But he went to Texas. He played basketball there with Tristan Thompson, Corey Joseph. So he had known Kevin Durant, you know, and Kevin Durant raps. So then me and Mike made the song, and then we sent it to him, and he made the verse. I had never met him, but then about a year, maybe last year, I finally got to meet Kevin at my cousin's restaurant in San Francisco, and I told him, like, yo, like, we gotta work on some more music, you know, because I know he makes music. So he invited me over to his crib, and I made a song Bless. Kevin Durant has a verse on that. He didn't even let me hear it though. He like, yeah, like he went in the booth and started rapping, and he came out, and I'm trying to get those vocals. Now, I would like you guys to know that as long as I'm alive, I will continue to shed the light, and that's it. Whoa, go check out Head Gone. www.devontee.com. Whoa.